Hey everyone, Shabby here, and welcome back to another episode in our Road to Glory career mode with MK Dons. We're taking them from the doldrums of League 2 to taking over the world. We've got the team to do it now.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Big episode this one. We've got 4 games for you. Of course, 2 played, 2 sims. We've got 3 league games. Forest Green, that's Lincoln, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Tranmere Rovers. And then we have the big away game in the Carabao Cup against Manchester City. Yeah. So I think what we're probably going to do is we're going to sim the first 2 games. And then we'll play the Man City game and we'll play the Tranmere game because Tranmere are in the playoffs, so they're very close to us. We're still joint top of the table at the moment with Swindon. So we'll start whizzing our way through. We've got a bit of a rest now, which is nice. We've actually got a full week off for a change.
Yeah.
So that game against Forest Green. Forest Green? What do you think team-wise? We go with our strong. This is the team that beat Yeovil 2-1 the last game.
I say we stick to it.
Yeah, I think we've had a bit of time to relax. We have Daka back actually. Marge didn't score, did he? Let's bring on Daka again. Bring on Daka, bring Marge off the bench. So we'll stick with that, and hopefully we get a win here against Forest Green Rovers. As I say, we're joint top of the table at the moment. Hopefully we can keep a hold of that. Alright, there we go. Sim. Here we go. They've lost 2 and drawn 1 of the last 3 games, so they're not in very good form at all, Forest Green Rovers. And De Graaf makes it 1-0.
There he is.
The man, the myth, the legend. That's our scout of future star if you've not been watching. 85 to 95 potential. We scored a second. Someone's getting a stat upgrade this month. He scored a hat-trick!
De Graaf has got a hat-trick.
Oh, we can't drop him now, you know. He's Christensen's got an injury, a slight knock. Sorensen with a 4th off the bench. There we go. 4-0 win.
Like that.
That is pretty damn good. And De Graaf with a hat-trick.
Yeah.
He's only 63 rated. Well, he might be more in a second. Because the training's available again. I can't remember how many we've done. I think we've only done 4 of our 5 doubles so far, I think.
Yeah.
Or 3 of our 5 doubles. But let's continue going on. This would be good if we can get another big stat boost. Leighton's up to a 65. Cooper and Kabak are getting pretty close. De Graaf getting to 63.5 as well. So Leighton's now a pretty strong goalkeeper for us. So let's, we've got 4 bits of news, let's check what that is. Oh, we'll be due a scout report pretty soon, I think. Oh, that is not what I'm looking for. I'm on my career, there we go. So, dead leg calf, 2 days for Christensen, that'll be fine, we're ready for the next game again. Raheem Tulloch is back, we've barely used him.
Good stuff.
That's nice. Player conversations, Amaya now wants more play time, and Stuart Moore. Well, he's getting bugger all. He's one of the Deadwood players, yeah.
Who are you?
So Amaya's been on the bench. Oh, we took him off the bench, didn't we, for a couple of games?
Yeah.
Which is why he's probably a bit annoyed. So we'll let's go forward a few more days. We'll put. Do we want to play Amaya, or should we keep holding for our game? Or probably okay against Lincoln, won't it?
Yeah, play him.
We're 4 points up. Right. I'm sorry, but I can't drop De Graaf. He's just scored a hat-trick.
Okay.
I can't drop De Graaf. So Amaya in for Claude Maurice.
Yeah.
Who's 67, but he doesn't seem to get that involved. I don't know if it's just me or what, but I can bring Cochrane back in now. Christensen's had a nice little run in the team. He's not come back, and do they normally come back until they're happy now, or?
I believe so.
So maybe put him back on the bench then for a bit. Thing is, the McDonald's gonna have the same. Let's put him on the bench right now. It's McDonald's. Anyone else on the bench do you think should be on for a couple of games? Okay. We've got Sterling knocking around maybe. They're all fit, aren't they? So let's just play them. Or do we want to rest any play for the Man City game midweek? It's fun with simming this one. We want to make sure we get the points. Let's not get too risky.
Points mean prizes.
That's it. But our first thing this season is to get ourselves promoted. What happens? They've lost 1 and drawn the last 2. So again, shouldn't be too difficult of a game. We have got De Graaf on the pitch. We should be alright. He says. Come on, guys, get a goal. Get a bloody goal. Get a goal. It's a boring game, isn't it? Mad just come on for Daka. Bailey on for De Graaf. So he's getting a bit more football now, Bailey. Vargas on for Amaya.
Looks like a 1-0
they've snuck it in the last minute. Substitute as well. Oh no. That's disappointing, that is. That's going to drop us down to second, I believe. We can do another training session though.
Yeah.
We're blitzing through these training sessions now. Boom! Kabak got an A. He is so close to hitting 62 now. I think we might have... That might have been the last double. We might have one more available, I think. I don't know. To try it out. Here we go then. Manchester City away. Who do you fancy playing?
Strongest team.
Which I think is not far from what we've got in the pitch already, really. We've got Claude Maurice. Do we keep De Graaf on?
I'd say bring on Marja.
Marja for De Graaf. Let's put Amaya back on the bench because we need that cover for all those free attacking positions. It'll have to be Vargas for a couple of games then, I think. That should keep people happy, do you reckon? Or is anyone else think on the bench?
That'll be fine.
We want to bring on Tuluk as an extra striker just in case we want to go for it at the end of the game.
Yeah.
He's still got a knock, that's the only issue. Is that too much of a risk maybe? I don't know. Let's bring Sterling onto the bench just so we can cover... Oh, Kristen's up to 62 now. We'll bring Sterling on the bench just so we can switch Edwards around if we need to. Because he's bound to get knackered out when we're playing him anyway. Right, there we go. That's our team then to play away in the Carabao Cup against Manchester City. Hopefully they're going to be playing some very, very weak players. And you never know, we might be able to sneak past another team in penalties. Let's go. Gabriel Jesus as well. Casemiro. They've got someone called Bolton. John Stones. Fernandinho. Gomez.
Oh, Claudio Gomez. Him and Bolton are their youth prospects this season.
Oh, bloody hell.
Right on.
Sonny. Also, that's all that training. He's got from a 61 to a 65 already now this season. Don't want to push him too hard. So I might switch him out for maybe Dew for a bit. Daka. Oh, he's going to get there. Madja. That's the ball out wide to Edwards. Cuts inside. There's Cochrane. Oh. Could have drifted past Stones. Referee just blocked me off. There we go, Cochrane. Daka. Oh, he's poked it through. Aarons. Into Tonali. Oh, referee!
No penalty.
He just got a judo takedown. Based on their history of Manchester, especially this season, we know for a fact the stadium will be 50%, 75% empty for this game.
Yeah.
The fans only like they're a bit entitled now. The fans aren't they? We're not playing these smaller teams. We should come straight into the finals. Oh,
Fernandinho.
yeah, it was always going to be one of the big names. Always going to take control of this game, and he has done. That strength, for that able just to strength him off the ball and just whack it in the top corner. Later, no chance really. I mean, it's not completely out there that we could get a result in this because they've got Fernandinho, they've got Gabriel Jesus, but apart from that, it's a bunch of youngsters really. So there's an opportunity, but I think it might be a step too far for us maybe. A step too far for me. 1-0 done at half time. You feeling lucky, Punk?
I'm trying.
So it's going to be a tricky one. They've got a few youngsters there we can try and get past, but they've got that's just that Casemiro, Fernandinho centre midfield.
It's their shield.
With Gabriel Jesus up front. Makes you wonder who they're playing in the actual league, doesn't it? Really, if those two players are playing in the League Cup. Straight off the freaking bat, straight out, and Daka heads it in. No way! I think there's a penalty shootout coming on. Wow. And the crowd goes mild. Look at that ball, that was Aaron's, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That is some cross, that is. And as we said, you just picked on some of the younger lads in the centre-back positions. And Daka gets out, they'll be trying to buy him, now you watch. Was that just a big transfer there? Big good substitution. Raheem Sterling just came off of Bolton. It's a bit of a change. Oh, Daka just booted the goalkeeper in the face. next game is a Champions League game against Hoffenheim. An interesting couple of weeks.
Possibly to why they're resting so many players.
That would make sense, Sterling and Jesus on the break. This is where the quality shows. Gabriel Jesus is in and he puts it right in the back of the net. That just shows, say, the ability of the players that Man City have at their disposal. They just brought on Raheem Sterling. And
Nothing I could have done.
No, that's it. That just shows it's the ability of those Premiership sides able to just rip a hole in you like that.
Yeah.
So off comes Maja, on comes Amaya, who still wants to play a few more games. He's a bit annoyed he's not played as much as he wanted to, but the problem is I think we gave everyone an important role. I think there was only one or two we gave a rotational role, so everyone's now demanding to play more games. There shouldn't be too much of a problem in that league, to be honest. They've just brought on Kevin De Bruyne as well.
It's okay.
How do you feel about that?
Who's he?
He's the guy that just dominating you, that one there. He's the one who's just ripped your defence to shreds. Oh, Leighton, that was a very Jordan Pickford-esque save.
On comes to Graf.
Yeah, this is it now, they've lost. Man City just lost, on comes De Graaf.
Hot on form.
You'll be a bit annoyed about not playing this game, I reckon. Scoring that hat-trick in the league.
Just won't give me a time on the ball.
No, they're really... say it's the strength and speed and the stamina. It's just going to get them better and better as the game goes on. It's Gabriel
offside.
Jesus.
He's offside.
Who was that? Casemiro off, and on comes David Silva.
Who is he?
I think that's called salt to the wound, I think. But it shows how good of a team we've got, the fact they're having to resort to this.
Oh, yeah.
They would have wanted to rest these players completely for their game against Hoffenheim they've got coming up. Especially when they go to penalties. We've got Grimshaw as well.
Who?
Exactly, yeah. Amaya's still going for it. Chances. Still a bit sloppy in the back, Man City. Won't put it past us nicking one. Especially with Daka. Daka! Oh, Grimshaw saves it. And there we go. It's a shame that, in fairness, it is very realistic. There's no way we're going to beat that Man City team. They've got a fantastic performance, to be honest with you. Look how happy Man City are. They just beat a League 2 side 2-1 at home. I mean,
There's Pep.
the real change in the game came when the likes of De Bruyne and Sterling and them sort of players came on, wasn't it, really?
Yeah.
They've just... It starts off okay. I always get the easy part because it starts off okay, and then the second half is when the stamina really takes effect from the Premiership teams, and they took full control of it. And we're at the Carabao Cup. That means we're out of both cups. We've got the FA Cup still to fight for.
Okay.
In January, of course. But apart from that, it's going to allow us a lot of time now to actually rest a little bit. Oh, it's the 26th. You know what that means?
It's youth time.
It's Youth Scout update time. Or someone's going to say something. Youth wants more games.
Of course he does.
Yeah, just to get more complicated, eh? Right, Danny Jacobs, 66 to 90. He's a defensive player.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might leave him in there to scout for a bit longer, I think. Sem Jacobs. No, mate. You know, good. Ooh. Bram Dekker. 69 to 93. I think we'll leave him in there for a bit longer as well. Marvin Dijkstra. I mean, just the name.
Nope.
And Dish Smith. It could be up to an 88, but the chances of that happening is very, very low. I might leave these three in there to be scouted a bit longer. I feel like he might be the best because he does have an overall between 47 and 61, so he could actually be a pretty good player. Although he is already 17, which might explain why. 33 to 43 would suit me that he's not very good, but then he's only 15, so he's got a couple of years in the youth academy, and the same here as well. I'll leave these three in here to scout for a bit longer, or should I just take a punt on this guy? How much does it cost us? It cost us 50 grand to sign him, I think. Which I don't know if we've got that much money knocking around, so I think we better wait just to make sure we're going to get the best players possible, because wage-wise or transfer-wise, I mean, we've got 200 grand, so we can afford to bring on 4 youth academy players, especially if I fiddle the wage budget a little bit. I mean, we can bring in 5 youth players now. So we'll wait that out. We'll give him another month worth of scouting, see if he gets a more up-to-date choice of how good he's going to be. And then we'll have a look at him next month, I think. Right, so we've got a game against Tranmere, which we're going to play because they're very close to us in the league. I think we need to probably rest a few players, don't we, really? Right, let's bring in Doof because he wants to play a few games. Latomba. Bring Cooper because he wants to play some more. Let's go for the Bailey. Do we try a Myra striker? Or should we just switch between Maja and...
Whatever you want.
We've not tried him at striker. Let's give him a go. Bringing in Vargas at left wing. I'm going to keep Tonali because I just want to play with him. We'll bring in... We haven't played McDonald in a while, have we, actually, either? Let's bring McDonald onto the bench. Having a wholesale changes this game. Bring on Sterling for a game instead of Edwards. Tuluk's available. Let's put Tuluk on the bench. We'll give him a bit of a run out later on. Kabak can come in place of Bisek. I think that's a decent enough team. It's not a bad team, but it's a bit more of a mixture. Get a few people happy for playing a couple of games. Let's go for it then. Game against Tranmere in the league. I think we're currently... We'll have to double check because we lost our last game. Didn't we? 1-0 in the last minutes. Are we still joint top or are we second place now? We are second place, but Swindon only got a draw in that game, so that's not too bad. Tranmere are fourth, so it would be nice for us to pull away from them again because that will just ensure that we stay in the top 3. Let's go then. We're going to Tranmere and we'll bring it back in for the highlights. Let's see the ball over the top as he does because he's a Tonali. Thomas' first touch wasn't fantastic, but the ball in on the volley. Oh, nearly. Good ball by Tonali. This is Christensen. Oh, referee! That was a good attack. That was 5-on-4. He blows the half-time whistle. And I've done absolutely nothing. Once again, so I'll hand it over to you to win the game for us. Thank you very much. 0-0 against Tranmere. It's a big game in the league. 2nd versus 4th. No pressure.
Nope.
Amai into Tonali. Ball through to Vargas. Oh, that's a red card, isn't it?
Got to be last man back.
It's going to be very, very tight as possible now. The other defender must have just been a step ahead. Right, this is your big chance now. Make some subs. Oh, this is it. Tonali with a free kick.
Looks like McDonald's my best free kick taker.
It's on 3-1, isn't it?
Yeah.
Here we go. McDonald. He's not going to go for a shot though. He is going to go for a shot. Curl it right in that top corner. Possibly. Oh, not bad actually.
Not bad, not bad.
Not bad at all. Oh, he's got the man on the run. It's Latomba, the left back. He's behind every... Oh, referee. Oh, he leaves it going. Latomba. Vargas. Oh, it's a terrible pass by Vargas. And that's going to see the end of the game. It's a ball draw. There were opportunities once again, but not enough. Since whenever we dominate a game, we don't seem to win. We only seem to win when we get dominated by looks of it. So again, well, it was a pretty even game. We had more possession, that's the difference. 5 shots each, 3 on target each, 54% possessions there, 46% possession. At least we didn't lose because they were a team that were fighting in the playoffs to get closer to us. So it's not too bad. It's not the worst result we could have had, I suppose.
That's it.
Right, so we got some XP there for our 10 match milestone.
Yay.
Seems like a lot has done since we've had that, hasn't it, really? So we're going to do last training session. I'm actually going to change Leighton around now for Juve. Just allow Juve the chance to catch him up. He's already at 62 anyway. So he's not far away from him, is he? So let's give him a little bit of that. We'll continue doing De Graaf and Cooper and Kabak because we want to get them 2 guys up. Oh, not great then for them 2. They're very, very close, Cooper and Kabak, to going up to 62s. Not far away at all. So let's have a look at the calendar. We've got another midweek game coming up, which is great, isn't it? Knackered everyone out. Next episode then we're going to have games against Port Vale, Cheltenham, Cambridge and Northampton Town.
Hey, local rivalry there.
Yeah, so I think we'll probably play the Northampton Town game, probably the Cheltenham game and then Cinder 2 in the middle. Or maybe play the Port Vale game and the Northampton game and Cinder middle too, either way. We'll have a look at the League 10, we'll see what's best suited for us anyway. But that's the end of this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. Of course, for myself and Mr.
PJ Tovey.
We'll see you very soon for some more FIFA 19. I've got to get used to saying 19, I'll keep trying to say 18. Road to Glory career mode. Bye.